remember the meltdown of the opposition over the Prime Minister's visit to Chief Justice Chandrachud's residence for the Ganpati Puja. The opposition had criticized the visit and even called it a threat to the independence of judiciary. Now, the Chief Justice has silenced critics, calling the entire controversy unnecessary, unwarranted and illogical. The Chief Justice has said that no judge, and least of them the CJI or the High Court Chief Justice, can remotely invite any threat, actual or perceived, to the independence of the judiciary, saying that except for the exchange of pleasantries, no other matter is discussed. In fact, the Chief Justice spoke after the huge political controversy had broken out after a video of the Prime Minister joining the Ganesh festival celebrations at his residence was shared on social media. Photos and videos from the event showed the Prime Minister with the Chief Justice and his family during the Ganesh Puja at his residence. The opposition had called it supreme surrender and claimed that such meetings cannot be tolerated. The BJP has now cited the CJI statement to question the opposition's silence.
कुछ लोगों की भूमिका मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी की है। अभी जो मुंह में राम बगल की छुरी वाले लोग हैं, एक हाथ में अपने संविधान लेकर के सियासत करते हैं और दूसरी तरफ जो है वो संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पर साजिशों का अंबार लगाते हैं, साजिशी हमले करते हैं। जहां तक सवाल है जुडिशरी का, एग्जीक्यूटिव का, विधायिका का, उसके तमाम जो सार्वजनिक कार्यक्रम होते हैं, सोशल प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, उन प्रोग्रामों में जाते रहते हैं लोग। इसमें कोई नई बात है, अजूबी बात तो है नहीं, क्योंकि लोगों की आदत है कि संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पर हमले करो और उस हमले की साजिशों से भरपूर बातें करो। उसका एक उदाहरण था जिसको कि मैं लगता है कि सीजीआई साहब ने जो कहा है वो उनके मुंह पे तमाचा है।
The Honorable Chief Justice of India has raised a very valid point, and it also raises a larger question on these political parties, on these political functionaries and those people of a small minority who constantly look for excuses to intimidate the judiciary. When judgments come in their favor, they speak high of it. When they don't like a certain judgment, they will criticize the judiciary and raise these kind of what I call manufactured issues. This is political duplicity. An absolutely depleted political mindset. It shows desperation.
चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया चंद्रचूड़ जी ने एक करारा संदेश उन डाउटर्स को दिया है जिन्होंने कहा कि गणेश आरती पर जब प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी चंद्रचूड़ जी के घर गए तो वहां पर कोई डील स्ट्राइक की गई। चंद्रचूड़ जी ने बताया कि ये सामान्य बात है कि चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट या चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया सरकार के हेड से मिले और उनके साथ मिलना जुलना, संबंध रखना, समन्वय रखना, ये बहुत ही कॉमन चीज होती है। परंतु दुख की बात है कि जिन लोगों ने चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया को अपने घर पर 2009 में इफ्तार के लिए बुलाया था, वो तब विरोध करने लगे जब गणेश आरती में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी सीजेआई के घर पर गए।
So the BJP has cited the CJI statement. Meanwhile, the opposition remains unrelenting. The opposition is continuing to question the Prime Minister's presence in the CJI's residence. Listen in.
The CJI is supposed to be above all these things. What is the perception that you're sending out? You're supposed to be unbiased. You're supposed to be doing things based on the Constitution. There is a procedure, and you can't appear to be seen at private functions with any party. Like I said, what perception and what message are you sending to the common people? Because that's the last place where we can seek justice.
See what happened, what criticism has been leveled against CJI is valid, not only in one case that he invited PM to his residence, but elsewhere also we could see that what he speaks at in public, and opposite is a practice.
Legal editor Harish Nair joining us on the broadcast with the details. Harish, the Chief Justice has issued a clarification already amid the controversy, but it seems to have revived it all yet again, with the opposition continuing to say that there should be a perception of unbiasedness and you should not have been seen in a private function with politicians. So the opposition continues to question it.
Yes, Pratibha, in fact, the Chief Justice saying that it's very common and usual for heads of executive and judiciary, including the High Court and Supreme Court judges, to meet head of executive, be it the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister, on social occasions and family functions. But except for exchange of pleasantries, no other matter is discussed. So the Chief Justice has termed the controversy over the PM's visit to his residence for Ganpati Puja as totally unnecessary, unwarranted and illogical, and said heads of political executive visit judges' house for such occasions. But independence of judiciary is so deeply entrenched and cast that the judicial matters are never ever discussed. And he also added that I cannot recount a single occasion where either the Chief Justice or judges of the Supreme Court ever discussed in a judicial matter with the executive heads of the union or states. So there is enough maturity. There is enough maturity among judges of constitutional courts and heads of executive to firmly keep aside judicial matters out of the purview of any discussion. And Pratibha, also the Chief Justice clarified that there is a practice among the Chief Justices of High Court to normally meet the Chief Minister after the swearing in or any other occasion to seek more funds for the judiciary and for infrastructural action, and to suggest various steps and measures from the side of the state government cooperation, also cooperation for the purpose of expanding the infrastructure of the judiciary. So the Chief Justice going on to say that too much is being read into all these unnecessary controversies being created as totally unnecessary, unwarranted and illogical. Back to you.
Okay, all right. So the Chief Justice saying that it is absolutely illogical. But Harish, the Chief Justice also mentioned that this is a tradition that has gone on for a long time. He in fact also spoke about when he was the Allahabad High Court Chief Justice, and he said that this is not something new. This is an accepted norm that happens in the states as well as it has happened previously as well, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, Pratibha, this is what the Chief Justice CJI Chandrachud is trying to drive home the point that constant interaction.
In fact, the Chief Justice also mentioned a few of the times that it has happened. Request you to stay with us, Harish. We have Mr. Udit Raj joining us on the broadcast. He had also criticized the Chief Justice. Mr. Udit Raj, it's no longer political. It's the Chief Justice of India who has come on record to say that it is illogical to create a controversy over an issue like this because there's no question of the independence of the judiciary coming under question.
See what happened, Chief CJI himself has opened Pandora box when he is seeking opinion from people that how his tenure will be judged. He should be ready to face the comments because it's not that it is related to independence of judiciary or related to any judgment, but however, he himself has created such a situation when people have their right or their choice to have opinion about him. One, and secondly, that what he talks at in public, what he speaks to the press, contrary is happening always. Still the people are languishing in the jail and they have not been heard. So what happened that how can we say that that he should be remembered that he is very effective CJI, or at the same time that the way that he invited the Prime Minister, no CJI has invited.
Okay, but Mr. Udit Raj, the BJP has also cited the fact that previously as well, the CJI of the country had attended Manmohan Singh's iftar party. So that's an example that has been cited by the BJP previously. Secondly, the Chief Justice has said that this is not the first time in the states as well. The High Court Chief Justice meets the Chief Minister. It is a norm, so it's not out of the ordinary.
Invitation in a iftar party is different from this, that it was his personal affair. He invited to his home, and by default, or say luckily, our Prime Minister wanted to get the publicity. He put it on public domain that he visited. So inviting iftar party, there is a gathering. It was not a gathering. It was a personal visit of Prime Minister to his house.
Okay,
So
all
that-
right. So you're saying that this continues to remain wrong, even if the Chief Justice says that it's not out of the ordinary. The opposition is refusing to accept it. Mr. Udit Raj, thank you for joining us. So the Congress party has doubled down on the charge. Several from the Congress party continue to say that it is unacceptable because then questions will be raised on the credibility of the judiciary.
Congress, during the past 75 years of parliamentary democracy in our country, has always maintained that there should be a clear line between the legislature, judiciary and the executive. Optics are also very, very important. People should get a feeling that there are checks and balances. One organ of the government has a check and balance on the other organ. So optics and seemingly clear line between these three organs should be there in the government.
So, Harish, we just heard some of the political reactions that came in. Now the opposition says it's also about the optics. The fact that this is a private event and the Prime Minister is seen at the residence of the CJI could raise questions, which is why it's unacceptable.
Yes, that's right. As rightly said, Pratibha, even the BJP has been raising the issue of the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and his cabinet colleagues attending a function, the Chief Justice function, and also the fact that this whole issue has come out now, though the Chief Justice has given a clarification that the entire controversy is unnecessary, unwarranted and illogical. Even now the opposition is raising the issue. They are just not ready to buy the clarification issued by the Chief Justice. But the Chief Justice has very clearly said that there is enough maturity among judges of the Constitutional Court and heads of executive to firmly keep aside judicial matters out of the purview of any such discussion.
Okay, all right, Harish, thank you for joining us with those details. All right, let's shift our attention now. The Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has triggered a huge controversy